Hello to everybody, and with the honor of doing Batman and Superman for my top 5 DC characters, we are now going to do Wonder Woman. So, Wonder Woman hasn't had too many animation debuts. There is a lot, but not as big as Batman, because Wonder Woman had limits back then for animation. If she had a small role in one of the animated series, she was not allowed to be in the show. Like, for example, Superman the animated series, Batman Beyond, and also the Batman cartoon, which she did not appear at all in that version of the Batman, which was weird for some reason. I don't know why, but Wonder Woman was able to appear in a lot more animated stuff once Justice League came out, which was, I guess you can say, her big animated debut. She did appear in Super Friends, but definitely, Justice League was definitely different from Super Friends. But we'll talk about my top 5. Number 5 for me is the Wonder Woman of the Superman and Batman Apocalypse movie. So that one's about Supergirl, and she ends up going to Amazon, where Wonder Woman has her opinions on Supergirl, where she feels Supergirl should be raised on Amazon to become a warrior just like her, but Superman and Batman are kind of objective to it. But eventually what happens later in the movie, Supergirl is kidnapped by Darkseid and his goons, and it causes Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman to team up to go to Apocalypse, and we get a bunch of entertaining action scenes throughout this whole movie. But Wonder Woman isn't in the movie as much as the two main stars, but it was nice to see the DC Trinity in this movie. But she's also played by Susan Eisenberg in this version, and she's always amazing as Wonder Woman. We'll get to more of her once we get to our number 1, which is very obvious. But I also like this animation design. Nothing too special. I definitely like its more modern look to Wonder Woman for sure. But we'll move on to number 4. Not a one you expect. This one is the DC animated movies version of Wonder Woman, played by Grey DeLisle. I think that's how you say her name. But this version of Wonder Woman is a lot of fun. It's a goofy, silly version of the character. Mainly the Justice League is more silly in this version, but Batman's always the serious one, and she always tries to have Batman cheer up, basically, throughout these movies. But she works really well with the Justice League throughout all these movies, with her compassion and heroism. But yeah, nothing much to say about this version of Wonder Woman. She's also kind of easily defeated in these movies, where she gets defeated by the Joker by Giggle Gas and also his traps. For some reason, this version of the Justice League, they're silly, like I said, but sometimes you feel like they're kind of dumb. I don't know why, but like it feels like they could be more powerful than what they're actually shown. But I don't know. It's not meant to be taken seriously, since this is just Lego DC animated movies. But this Wonder Woman's a lot of fun. Grey DeLisle is good as Wonder Woman. She also played Lois Lane, but overall, this version of Wonder Woman is a fun Lego Wonder Woman. I do like the Lego Batman video game version of Wonder Woman, where you can finally play as her, but it's not till the very end. That one's played by Laura Bailey. I didn't include that one because I feel like we're just be going over the same Lego Wonder Woman, so I just chose this one. But the next one is the one from 2009, Wonder Woman movie. I want to review this movie someday, so I won't go too deep into this one. This one is definitely an underrated Wonder Woman. The best scenes in this is probably her compassion. Like, she walks up to a little girl who feels left out, because there's a bunch of little boys who are playing pirates, and the girl feels left out, and Wonder Woman cheers her up and encourages her to fight. And this Wonder Woman is super badass. She's able to take down one of the Greek gods that are sent to kill her. It has one of my favorite scenes, very obvious. But that's probably my favorite action scene that involves Wonder Woman. But I forget I think the voice actor is Kira Russell. I'm pretty sure she's definitely good as Wonder Woman. She never got to play the character again in animated form, but the way the animation looks in this version of her is very smooth. It's very faithful to the Wonder Woman origin story, where she grows up to be an Amazon and she wants to go out and fight and whatever's going on in the war in America. Her relationship with Steve Trevor's pretty good in a modern world, because usually Steve Trevor's like either betrayed in like World War II and stuff, but it's nice to see Steve in like a modern world with Wonder Woman, and he has to teach her what it's like outside in the real world, which is interesting. So that dynamic between the two was really good. So yeah, I do like the end scene where Wonder Woman gets on her costume and then the little girl says, "Ooh, look, it's Wonder Woman." That was probably the best scene. But like I said, a very underrated Wonder Woman for sure. But number 2 is the New 52 animated Wonder Woman. So I really like this one, who's voiced by Rosario Dawson. She starts off dating Superman in this universe, but eventually the Superman moves on to Lois Lane, of course. But this Wonder Woman's a lot of fun. Very brutal. A much more modern looking Wonder Woman who's trying to look like the New 52 version of the comics back then. And Rosario Dawson, I feel like I just hear her voice whenever I think of Wonder Woman. I do like Susan Eisenberg just a bit more, but if I had to choose a second choice, it would definitely be Rosario Dawson. I don't see her as talked about much for voices of Wonder Woman, but she definitely kicks ass as Wonder Woman, able to take down Darkseid. And she does go through the arc, spoilers for Justice League Dark Apocalypse War, where she ends up becoming cybernetic, but she breaks through Darkseid's control and she's able to fight back against Darkseid at the end of the movie. So this Wonder Woman goes through quite the arc throughout these movies. She did get her own movie, Wonder Woman Bloodline. That movie was okay, but Wonder Woman was definitely the best part of that movie for sure. But the number one Wonder Woman, in my opinion, in animation form, it's obvious. It is the DCAU's Wonder Woman. That's what got me interested in the Wonder Woman character. It wasn't just the Lego games and the Lego animated stuff. It's also the DCAU. Susan Eisenberg is amazing as Wonder Woman. I really couldn't see anyone else playing this character. She's definitely got the heroism, the encouragement of what it means to be Wonder Woman. Her relationship with Batman is good. Superman as well. You just feel the dynamic between her and the whole Justice League. Her trying to fit into the modern world as Wonder Woman. I don't know if I wish she could have gotten her own animated series. That would have been interesting. But unfortunately, she did not. But she finally showed up in Justice League. Thank goodness. But Wonder Woman is obviously a character that has impacted all of us, for sure, with her brave heart and good nature towards people and her compassion. And sometimes Wonder Woman does break loose, like where she gets pissed off in the Hawk and Dove episode. I thought that was super funny. But the probably the wildest moment in this is where she tries to date Bruce, but Batman's against it because, he likes being Batman. But Wonder Woman ends up becoming a pig in this, in Justice League Unlimited, and Batman ends up having to sing for her. And I do like at the end of that episode, Wonder Woman ends up humming the song Bruce sang, which makes him smile, of course. So those are some of the best Wonder Woman moments in the DCAU. But I don't know. Her last time we see her is in the Justice League Fatal 5, which is from this photo. Her role in that movie was pretty good. It was nice to see her back. But overall, I think this is what we think of when we think of Wonder Woman in the DC universe, for sure, besides the comic book version. So, what's your favorite version of Wonder Woman animated? As for honorable mentions, it would probably go for the Lego Batman game version of Wonder Woman. That one's a lot of fun. I don't think there's any other versions I like. Maybe some of the random DC animated movie versions. But if you think I missed a Wonder Woman, comment it below. So I don't know what's next for top 5 DC animated characters. I'll have to choose maybe Green Lantern or Flash. That would be a whole other rabbit hole, since there's multiple versions of those characters. So that being said, thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.